Hello, this is Miss Schrader. Today we're going to be talking about the picture that you're looking at right now. This is the famous bull leaping fresco from the Palace of Knossos on the island of Crete. My students, you're going to need a piece of paper and something to write with. You're going to be taking notes. And when you're done, you're going to be giving me between 5 and 7 complete sentences about what you found interesting, educational, and important about the bull leaping fresco. And let's get started. So I've been trying very hard to find a map that shows Greece and Crete next to it, and they seem to keep chopping Crete off. Hopefully here you can at least see the word Crete. So the top part is mainland Greece and its islands. Crete is in the Mediterranean south of there. It is one of the largest islands in the Mediterranean Sea. As a result of its distance from Greece and its size, it had its very own type of culture, similar to the Greeks, but not quite the same. And what you're looking at now is a modern picture of the island of Crete. Towards the center at the top, there is the word Knossos, uh, Knossos. This is where they found the ancient capital city, and it is pronounced with the K as well as the N, Knossos. So, in the late 19th century, early 20th century, archaeologists started digging at Knossos. They found a Neolithic to Bronze Age settlement there, large city with a large culture. It's believed to have existed between 1380 and 1100 BCE. They refer to the people there as the Minoans after King Minos. King Minos, if you remember the story, was the king who the gods gave him the power that everything he touched turned to gold. It is believed that he lived on Crete, so the people are called that. They probably didn't call themselves that. So another story says that Minos had a creature called the Minotaur, half bull, half man, that he kept in a labyrinth, and he required the other city states around his city states to send him, I think, 16 young people, 8 women, 8 men, every year to send into the labyrinth and be eaten by the Minotaur. Eventually, Theseus, one of the young people, is able to defeat the Minotaur and stop the practice. And as you can see, we have what is here a Roman version of this story of Theseus killing the Minotaur. Knossos, they keep finding things that refer to bowls. We have this tiny little bronze sculpture here, which is showing once again someone leaping over a bowl. And that reminds them of the story. So that's why they're referring to it that way. But the fresco is the most famous piece showing bull leaping. Remember, a fresco is when the artist would take fresh plaster, put it on the wall, and then put the paint onto the fresco. Um, that means that the paint has actually become part of the wall, so it's very, very seriously held in place. The problem is you have to move really fast. You have to be very certain of what you're doing as you're painting the wall. It is believed that this fresco it was made around 1450 BCE. It is part of the wall at Knossos, so you have to go there if you want to see it. It has been reconstructed a bit. You can actually see little areas there where it looks like they put little patches on to help it out. You can see that we've got 3 young men involved here. One of them is holding the horns of the bull. He's on the far left. Then at the far right, you have someone who looks like they might be a spotter, someone to help the person as they get over the bull. And then, of course, the person who is leaping over the bull. So historians and archaeologists have studied the bull leaping to great extent, and you can see in this picture they're actually analyzing what they think are the 4 steps of actually leaping over a bull. Obviously, you would need a very young, agile, healthy person, but apparently, yeah, they grab hold of the horns, they pull themselves over, they kind of flip, they apparently stand on the butt of the bull and then leap off, which of course brings us to the big question of, did they actually do this? Did they really leap over bulls? Well, the short answer is we really don't know. The Minoans had a form of writing. It's called Linear B. You can see it here in this picture. But it is not at all like the Greek writing style, which is called Linear A. Linear A has been deciphered. We can read it. But since the Minoan writing isn't anything like that, we haven't been able to decipher it. We don't know what it means. If we could read it, it might talk about, okay, so we have young men and they do bull leaping and it works like this. And we can't read it, so we don't know. We do know that the Minoans were obsessed with the idea of bull riding or bull leaping. What you're looking at right now is a gold signet ring, which is showing someone leaping over a bull. Beyond that, we have an ivory bull leaper, somebody leaping over a bull. Both of these have been found at Knossos and were made during the time period when it is famous. So here you have the young man holding the horns of the bull, presumably getting prepared to leap over the bull. Here we have the leaper leaping over, so presumably having grabbed the horns, flinging themselves over, they must have had some sort of a somersault first. And here we have the person after their dismount, after they have presumably leaped completely over the bull and have ended at the back. Okay, so I've been talking to you about the famous fresco of the bull leapers that you can find in the city of Knossos on the island of Crete. My students, you're giving me between 5 and 7 complete sentences telling me what you found interesting, educational, and important about it, and I hope you enjoyed it.